In a German corporate office, your boss asks you to write an email to a client about a project delay. You are good at your job. You know how to use AI, so you are probably thinking this will take 5 seconds. I have to tell you, that is a trap.
It really is, Riya. Mastering AI communication in a German corporate setting needs a different skill set than most international professionals expect. What works for a standard English prompt does not carry over smoothly into the German business environment.
Welcome to today's Explainer. I'm Riya, and I work on AI and workplace productivity. I'm joined by Leah, an expert in German business communication. Today, we want to give you a real advantage in your career. Leah, let's get right into it. What actually happens when you ask your AI assistant to just write a delay email in German?
You might get output that is 100% grammatically correct. The vocabulary will be flawless. But when you send it, it does not land right. It can sound too casual, a little too direct, or it misses the professional distance expected in Germany. Grammatically correct language is not the same thing as business-ready communication.
So here is our roadmap for today. 1. The German prompting problem. 2. Business culture dictates tone. 3. Becoming the KI-Übersetzer. And 4. The German prompt formula. Let's start with section 1, the German prompting problem. Leah, why does this matter right now?
We have to look at the speed of AI adoption. Generative AI use in German firms was at 26% in 2024. It is jumping to 44% in 2025, and it is expected to reach 56% by 2026. Using AI is becoming the new normal.
But Leah, simply having the tool does not automatically make you an expert, does it?
Not at all. Context-aware prompting, knowing how to instruct the AI to navigate specific cultural business norms, is what sets you apart in the market. If you use a standard English prompt and ask for an email about a delay, the AI usually generates an energetic, slightly apologetic but casual message. In an English-speaking startup, that works perfectly.
Exactly. But translating that same generic prompt for a German office fails completely.
Right. A workplace-ready German prompt needs specific instructions on tone, on structure, and on concrete next steps to capture that professional distance. It starts with setting the stage. The phrase, "Schreibe eine formelle E-Mail auf Deutsch an einen Kunden," is your essential first step. It translates to, write a formal email in German to a client. You cannot assume the AI knows who you are addressing. Telling it whether the recipient is a manager, a colleague, or a client defines the relationship right away and sets the vocabulary.
That makes sense. Moving on to section 2, business culture dictates tone. Let's talk about tone.
The word sachlich is a foundational concept. It means factual, objective, or matter of fact. In German corporate culture, being factual does not mean you are cold or unfriendly. It just makes sure the AI avoids unnecessary emotion, drama, or exaggeration. Whenever you need a professional email, a report, or constructive feedback, instructing your AI to be sachlich is your best starting point. And from there we move to höflich, which translates to polite and respectful. Yes, there is a common stereotype that business communication in Germany is very direct. It is direct, but it should never be rude. Instructing your AI to be höflich keeps the output respectful, which matters for making requests, sending reminders, or giving timeline updates. And lösungsorientiert feels like a classic corporate term. It is. It means solution-oriented. In a professional setting, you do not just report a problem or a project delay and leave it there. You always suggest a path forward. By adding lösungsorientiert to your prompt, you force the AI to include a concrete next step or a possible fix when you draft messages about risks or conflicts.
So here is where it comes together.
Exactly. Formuliere die Nachricht sachlich, höflich und lösungsorientiert. Write the message in a factual, polite, and solution-oriented way. By combining these elements into a single instruction, you raise the quality of the AI's output, and you actively manage the cultural tone.
German grammar is famously tricky for non-native speakers, especially getting that polite, cautious tone right.
That brings us to the Konjunktiv, the polite or cautious grammatical mood in German. It takes years to master by hand. The benefit of AI is that you can simply tell it to use the Konjunktiv for you, and requests instantly sound more diplomatic. Here is a quick tip you can use right away. Add Bitte verwende den Konjunktiv, damit die Nachricht höflicher und professioneller klingt. Please use the subjunctive so the message sounds more polite and professional. It softens direct requests and makes you sound like a seasoned local professional.
So all of these terms and tips build toward one main goal: mastering Geschäftskommunikation. Whether it is formal letters, meeting notes, or a management summary, you are using AI to produce culturally accurate professional correspondence, not just casual chat. Let's head into Section 3, Becoming the KI-Übersetzer. Leah, this is one of the most interesting career opportunities for international tech professionals right now.
It is. Becoming a KI-Übersetzer, an AI translator, or bridge builder. We are not talking about standard language translation. This is someone who bridges the gap between raw AI generation and German stakeholder expectations. You take a technical English output and shape it into decision-ready communication that a local manager can trust immediately. It is a valued role, but to be that bridge builder, you have to navigate some strict cultural boundaries.
What are the main ones?
Two big ones are Datenschutz, data protection, and the Betriebsrat, the Works Council. You must avoid sharing confidential data with AI tools. And if you communicate about employee productivity or monitoring, the language has to be very careful because employee representation is strong. Understanding these boundaries makes you a valuable asset.
Leah, what about AI hallucinations or overconfidence? How do you present AI-generated findings in management meetings without sounding reckless?
Good question. You use the phrase deute darauf hin, which means indicates or suggests. AI should never dictate absolute truths. This softens the AI's claims and adds a necessary layer of professional caution. For example, here is a clean script for presenting to a German manager. Laut der Analyse deuten mehrere Faktoren darauf hin, dass dieser Ansatz sinnvoll sein könnte. According to the analysis, several indicators suggest that this approach could be useful. It shows you respect the human review process and you are not blindly trusting a machine.
Let's move to our final segment, Section 4, the German prompt formula. Let's put this together into a clear framework.
6 pillars. 1. Rolle, who is writing. 2. Kontext und Ziel, the situation and the goal. 3. Ton, how it should sound, using the concepts we discussed. 4. Struktur, how the output is organized, for example, with bullet points. 5. Einschränkungen, constraints on what the AI must avoid. And 6. Nächste Schritte, what happens next. Use these 6 pillars and your output will be solid.
And to make this scalable, you suggest building a prompt bibliothek.
Yes, a prompt library. This is your personal collection of reusable, structured instructions. Instead of typing the 6-step formula from scratch every time, you pull up your best templates. It saves time and keeps your output consistent.
Where should people start?
Template these 5 common workplace scenarios right away. A client email. A meeting summary. A technical explanation. Constructive feedback, and a management update. Having these ready will change how you work with your international colleagues.
We have covered a lot of ground today. Leah, thank you for all these insights.
My pleasure, Riya.
And to our viewers, we want to leave you with one final thought. If your AI assistant could only respond in German, would your work become better or worse? Be honest with yourself. Your answer tells you exactly where your next career growth opportunity lies. Thanks for joining our explainer today, and we will see you next time.